probably. I don't remember anything right now, so I
Okay.
don't have anything to ask questions about.
Yeah. Let's start. Bob or Steve, do you guys want to? When are you gonna give a recap from what happened?
I'm gonna be honest. What I remember is we fought a shit ton of rat people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we stopped just after opening a door. And
sort of quasi opening a door.
I thought we dead ass opened the door.
Each opened the door for ourselves only by sacrificing a memory.
No. We went past that. We
passed there
because we went through. We fed the memory, the door a memory, and then we went further up, and then
Carrie did speak with dead.
Carrie wanted to speak with the dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did, and then we kept going, and then Mr. Hop felt like machinery vibrating the earth, and then we kept going, and then we opened a door, and there was a giant and some rat people and bad times.
Yeah, that's right. There was a door before the giant room. Yep.
And then Casey said, and that's a good time to stop it. And we're like, crap.
Yeah.
Oh, crap, indeed. We want to have more people when we get to that fight, said same people.
So I'm just going to get rid of these guys for now. Okay. So, I'm going to start over here with Akamu and Venefera.
Nice.
Kind of give them a catch up here. So, after you guys had cleaned up the ratlings in the sewer, Watts found like the cave that you guys were looking for to following Fulton's journal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a long and arduous sort of scampering down this cave system, and I asked for everybody to make a Constitution. Athletics with con modifier check. And so I would like you two to also do that.
You said athletics.
Athletics skill check, but with a con modifier.
You also gain a level of strife, or just flat. Nothing you can do to prevent it, just from people bickering.
Mm-hmm. Alright, you're fine, Kev. So you only gain the level of strife. I will add now to you.
Thank you. So, even if I pass, I still get a negative thing.
You still get a level of strife. It's just you don't get a level of strife and fatigue.
That's fair. Just interesting.
What I'm ruling here is that the party that was all there together as they were going through it, because the active players, more than half of them failed. They failed the group check. So the strife is happening to everybody as everyone's bickering and yelling at each other, getting frustrated, and that sort of thing. That's where the strife comes in. The fatigue comes in for the specific person. If you also failed this check, then you also are getting level fatigue. So
yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next thing, if you guys can see over here, Grace and Kev for Akamu and Venefera, there is a blue door. I'm going to move you guys over here. Over here at the far end here. Do you see that?
Yeah, the Game Master thing, yeah.
Okay. So there's a blue door. That's a blue steel door. The rest of the party, they figured out that they needed to
that's awesome.
say a memory and then walk through the door. Clues from the journal as well as some writing that they found on the wall. So the question for you, and without Bobby or Steve saying anything, is what memory do you say to the door?
What memory? So I have to be honest that Bobby already spoiled this.
Oh.
I recapped it for her, so.
Gotcha. Damn it, Bobby.
Sorry, I gave her a recap of the game.
So I kind of know the trick, so I'm
Okay.
going to let Kev go first.
Kev, go first. Okay.
All right. Were there any kind of clues other than what the mechanical part is?
Nope.
Nope. I gave you everything that the rest of the party knew ahead of time.
And I'm like to give as in to recite a memory.
Yeah, say it out. Say, specifically says say a memory.
Yeah.
You probably do know that when someone does say a memory, the door becomes translucent for them, but not anybody else,
Oh, okay.
and then they can walk through.
Okay. Let's test this out with an easy memory. How about one about the equivalent of my first luau as an adult?
Okay.
Yeah.
Dive back into your child or your young adulthood.
Yeah, young adulthood, my more savage days, where it was rowdy and first freedom, first taste of freedom.
Okay.
And this the luau to celebrate all the missions and or tests or all those things you do when you're going through adulthood.
Okay.
So this is more like a mixed happy memory of yes, I did it, and now there's food and feasts and fun and technically responsibilities, but no one told me that.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's an
So
easy
you
one.
recite that out loud, and the door becomes translucent for you.
Okay. Do. Huh?
Are you able to move your guy, or do you need me to move him for you?
I'll go ahead and move him for me, man. Got my hands a little tied up at the moment.
Okay.
Thank you.
And so you walk through with no problem, and you you said a memory, but you don't remember what that memory was.
That's fair. Okay. Well, good for me. Probably wasn't that important.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it was. Who cares?
All right, Grace.
All right, so we can say that Vinifera watched Akami do that and decided to kind of follow his lead, go with something pleasant but not too intense, and talk about making wine at Eurydicel's home.
Okay. Like stomping on the grapes and squishing things.
I know the whole process. So
Yeah.
going through the whole process of making wine.
Okay. You go
Pretty
ahead
big
and
memory.
recite that, and you can step through the door. I'll push you through here. And the same thing. You don't know what you said. You know you said something. But it escapes you what you were saying.
Okay.
It's a therapy door.
That was
Now I'm
weird.
gonna go ahead and move you guys to the rest of the group here.
I don't think that's how therapy works. Kev.
Hey, man, if I don't remember, I'm good, right? Right? Didn't suppress
That's it.
anything. They just took it.
That makes sense to me.
Oh boy.
All right. So you guys can go ahead and catch up to the rest of the party now.
Hey.
And I'm going to pause it again. So, yeah. So, as you guys were approaching this door, not only Mr. Hop, but probably among others, you could start to feel like vibrations in the floor through your feet, and it's like kind of like a long rumble, and then stop, like a rumble and then stop.
Mm-hmm.
And as you approach the door, you can almost start to hear like the vibrations starting to like rattle the door almost. And this door is like a steel with brass door, nothing too fancy, no lock mechanism or anything. Watt throws open the door,
Mm-hmm.
and he sees, and probably Mr. Hop sees, a very large stone, like almost like stone carved human. And he appears to be sleeping and snoring, and you realize as soon as you open the door that is what's making the rumbling noise. Is that his snoring is happening. We also see sort of in the middle of this room this fountain that is flowing some cool cold water, and a couple of rattlings here and here in the room. As soon as you throw the door open, the rattlings come alert, and I think it's time for initiative.
Oh,
So,
they're fighty rattlings.
Shocking.
yeah,
Yeah.
do this. Oh,
Damn,
oh,
Gary.
that's nice. Doesn't have to roll a bajillion dice anymore. Okay.
A little disappointing.
I see Austin is on.
Probably driving. Listening, driving.
Driving and just listening.
Hello, how we doing?
Hi,
Hey.
Austin.
I am, my audio, I'm guessing, is not very good.
Actually,
It's actually fine.
Good.
Oh, okay, great. Well, then maybe I'll be able to stay connected, audio-wise, but I'm not going to be able to pull up Foundry at all.
Yeah.
So you're really going to have to, like, give me those juicy descriptions.
Okay. I will control Carrie, and you tell me what Carrie's gonna do. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. So you have a room that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet by, I don't know, probably about 60 feet wide.
Okay.
In the middle is a large fountain. On the left-hand side is a large stone giant creature sleeping against another set of double doors.
Cool.
You have and several rattlings are in this room.
How many rattlings are in here?
Well, you don't know for sure because you just opened the door, but Watts probably points out that there's 2 that he can see.
Okay, great. Are they, how close together are they?
Fight.
They are pretty far apart. They're probably about 40, 50 feet apart right now. You can see.
Shoot. I'm trying to remember what Carrie would probably want to do if he is top of initiative is calm emotions, if he can hit both of them.
I don't think so.
I don't think that'll reach. It's 20-foot radius sphere on calm emotion.
Okay, cool. Then they're too far. I would then. Goodness. What weapons do they have?
They have spears that you can probably see right now.
I think I'm going to run to one, whichever one is closest to me, if I can get to him.
The closest one is 20 feet right through the door. On your
Cool.
left-hand side.
I will run straight up to him, go, shh, oh, we don't want to wake the giant. And I'm going to try and do a disarm maneuver
Okay.
to take that spear from him and also try and, it's not going to work. I don't have to roll for it, but trying to persuade this guy to not wake the big guy.
Okay, so let's see. He's got to make a strength saving throw against your maneuver here.
Which is what, 14?
Yeah, I believe so.
14. Wait, why is it? Sorry, I'm rolling as. Rolled an 11.
11, so whatever their strength mod is.
So he got a 10 on that.
Great.
So you were effectively able to disarm him and do 1 point of damage to him.
Smack the rat.
Instead of doing damage to him, can I just put my hand up to his mouth?
Uh,
Like,
Put your hand up
like-
to a disease.
No, that'd be
carrier's
like a
mouth. I respect
grapple.
it.
like grasp his, try and grasp his,
He just grabs the
his,
teeth.
grasp, like hold his snout together.
As
And then-
a
and then-
disarm instead of, if you want to use the disarm instead of the weapon, you can try to just like grab his mouth instead.
Okay, that's fine. I'll toss the spear behind me to everybody else.
Okay.
Okay.
So you disarm him. This disarm has a specific thing where the weapon. Yeah, target on a failure, deal investigate, and the target drops the item into its own space. So it's not like you're grabbing the weapon and you chuck it somewhere. It just drops to the floor on his feet.
Okay. Can I? What would that be to pick it up? Would that be a
An
different action?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an
Okay,
action.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, at least I brought everybody around. Yeah. So then I think I'll just run up and I'll say, "Oh, you know what I'm gonna do with my bonus action? I'm going to cast the one that makes them have to make a Wisdom saving throw if they want to hit me.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Sanctuary myself.
Wow. Okay. That's a bonus action. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Roll that
I
out.
believe so.
Yeah. You're
Okay,
correct.
cool. I will Sanctuary myself. I'm gonna drop his weapon and go.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay.
And then I'll cast it on the rat. It's gonna go away as soon as he attacks. No, I'll cast it on myself. I will disarm him, and I'll just go. Shh, we don't want to wake him up. It's not gonna be very happy if he does. And that's my turn.
Okay. Mr. Hop.
All right.
This is a ratling that lost its spear. There's a sleeping giant. Carrie's running in there trying to calm everything down. Carrie, as soon as you run in there, you'll also notice on the right-hand side, there's a 4 other sleeping ratlings.
Jesus! Oh my
and,
God!
another waking one.
Are they all next to each other?
They're pretty close to each other.
All right.
Okay, cool.
But it's
Oh
not your turn.
God. All right. 5. Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Hop is gonna point his gun at this guy here,
Okay.
and he's gonna say, "We don't want trouble, but we'll answer it."
Okay.
And he'll try to intimidate. He's not good at it, but
Okay.
And he's got disadvantage.
does he?
This is
Strife level 1.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that the best?
All right. Well, let's see what happens.
Still happen.
Oh, there it goes. Well, not very
Yeah.
intimidating.
I mean, you are. Looks like you're threatening him.
Well, I definitely am. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's my action to intimidate, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah. That will. I don't really want to use an exertion point. Actually, I will. I'll use an exertion point to dodge.
To dodge. Okay. Mr. Hop is dodging.
Yep, and that is my turn.
Okay. This guy is still sleeping. So it is Akamu's turn.
Do. Where are my app is currently still working, so let's see what's. I can't see a shit. I gotta move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this thing? Oh, Mr. Hop's super small. That's neat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I can get through the door. So I'm gonna get through the door.
Okay.
Hey, it's a rat.
Yeah.
All right. And then there's apparently a sleeping thing we were talking about earlier.
Mhm.
Oh, are a bunch of these people sleeping?
They are.
That's neat. One. Oh, nope. He is 5 feet too far. There's a guy over here that I was looking at.
There's a guy next to you too.
Yeah, but he's like he might be next to a door or a lever. Like, maybe you want to deal with him. But he's out of my reach.
Ah, bummer.
Okay. But yeah, let's I guess let's handle this. People have already taken shots, right? I wasn't fully paying attention.
I'm going to
a text to see. The only thing that's happened is Harry was managed to disarm the one ratling.
Mhm.
There's a spear at the floor between Carrie and that ratling. The one on your right is just being threatened by Mr. Hop. That's about as much information you've got so far.
Oh, great. Okay, so we're doing non-violent. All right, I donish my weapons. Not that I already had them, but in a intimidating display. I will do one of my mini intimidations. Let's see, which one makes sense?
That is going to be. So your weapon display intimidation. Okay, you will have disadvantage because you have strife right now.
That's fine. I think I can do 2 intimidations: a standard action intimidation and then a bonus action intimidation. So I can intimidate at least 2 people.
Okay, the ones on flanking the door.
Yeah, let's say that. That's fine.
Okay.
Let me just confirm because the DCs may be a little different. I think one's a set DC. Which one is that? God, I have so many of these. So the flourish is the best one. Wish I could just categorize it as intimidation checks. I don't need to size up. Maneuver. For the delay, I just don't remember all the names of these things. Secret ways, advantage, or it's not the Slayer's gift, right? Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. It's one of these ones. You gain inspiration whenever you start. No.
Yeah, your destiny, the Slayer's destiny fulfillment is a fear effect of some sort, right?
Yeah, you know what? I just don't have it on me, I think, because it would be under Destiny at that point, right? So I don't have it on this character sheet, but there is one for that.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Slayer.
My armor.
You have this during the eyes. When you are not incapacitated, you can use a bonus action to fix any hostile creature within 20 feet of you with an unsettling look. They have to make a wisdom saving throw with a DC equal to your passive intimidation score.
Ooh, that's not bad.
And your passive is 15.
Yeah, so let's say that one, because that's a bonus action, right?
It is a bonus action.
Because you have disadvantage, you have a -5 to that passive.
Oh, cool. I didn't go for that. All right, that's fine.
They can still fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do a standard action one on another one, I guess. The other one. I'll roll that in a sec. All that. Can I do a strength intimidation with this one, or does it have to be charisma?
We're doing charisma because you haven't done anything strength related yet.
Okay.
Well, the good news is that this one has totally failed. Your first one.
That's good.
Oh wow.
That's fine. Charisma doesn't suck, so we'll do this one. So the second intimidation check on the number 2 guy.
Okay then.
Wow. Good
No,
rolls.
with disadvantage. Look at that.
23. 23 with disadvantage.
I don't
Jesus.
think you can make that.
I believe it.
Akamu just doing Akamu things.
Yeah,
That's right.
Okay, so both of these
Akamu.
guys are frightened of Akamu.
It's understandable.
I'm kind of scary.
Big scary guy. Okay.
So I moved standard action and bonus action. So yeah, I got to do 2 intimidation checks. So hopefully these 2 are going to be more receptive to our needs. And that's what I'm gonna do. Just want them to.
That's this
More
guy.
receptive to our needs.
Yeah, I think he is going to try to run away from Akamo.
It happens a lot.
Akamo and Mr. Hop would get an attack of opportunity on him.
Not gonna take it.
Yeah, I guess I won't take it.
Okay.
Show of good faith. I'm trying to be cool
Open
here.
the door and run away.
Oh boy.
He opened the door, so I'll move more back.
That's what nice. Being nice gets you
Right?
reinforcements.
Watts.
Well, I think Watts will use an action to. So there's still a rattling here.
Yeah.
Watts will use an action to pick up its spear,
Okay. You have one spear.
and I'm just gonna hold it point down in front of the rat, not killing it.
Okay. Anything else you want to do besides just hold it in front of him?
I can't take a dodge action as a bonus action, so I'm not holding it out. I'm holding it point down into the ground to like make
Gotcha.
it clear we're not settling for getting stabbed at present.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think this guy is just going to run away from Akamu. This way. So he's gonna run away from. So Carrie and Watt would get attack of opportunity as he's running towards the stone giant.
No, that's okay.
Okay. He looks like he's trying to make it to the door.
But the giant's like blocking it or
The
something.
giant is in the way, and he might start to like try to push the giant. Is what he's gonna be doing next turn.
Okay.
Okay. This guy over here, however, starts making a whole bunch of noise,
Mm-hmm.
and he also runs towards the stone giant. And he starts making noise and shaking the stone giant right now. And let me roll for this guy. I'm just gonna roll a
Here, that
d20.
dead thing.
Secret d20. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's not doing anything.
That was a mystery die.
This guy is going to try to wake the rest of these guys up. Okay. One more.
Amazing. I heard the want want noise.
Okay. He's like running around, all these guys like shaking him and like just like turning over and like not. Finally, this guy on the end actually wakes up. Oops,
Mhm.
that's not what I meant to do. Perfect. He rolls a 3. Great.
Privately rolled dice.
Vinifera's turn.
Okay.
So there's some noises going on.
I think what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna cast Vomitous Cobra Spit so that I have it if I need it.
Yeah, reasonable.
So that's not attacking, that's just to use the spell so that
Oh,
I
but too
mark it
bad
off
it's
my
not
thing.
attacking, because the first one's a crit when you do. Look at you.
Oh, so I did fix up your stuff on that. Did you not see that?
Oh, I didn't look at how that actually works. I saw that
So
there was
one of
stuff
them-
there.
So one of them is the
Oh,
attack.
there's the spit attack
the
and
other
there's
one
the
is the
spit
cone.
cone.
Yeah. So you
Very
can
cool.
do either one.
But then she
That
doesn't get to roll 1,000 dice, Casey.
It is fun
Okay.
to roll dice.
So-
Okay. So it's charged and ready for later.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll move up so that I can see what's happening. And that's all.
Okay. Yeah, you can start to see this big boy. This guy over here going to get up. And I think he is going to move towards Akamu and try and attack Akamu.
That's kind of dumb.
Yeah, he's a dumb guy. What are you gonna do?
Call him dumb. Mock his life choices.
He rolled. He's bad. He did not succeed.
We're gonna have to take your word for it.
Okay. Oh, I didn't make it. Anyways, he did not succeed. Okay. This guy's still sleeping. Carrie, it's your
that
turn
me?
again. Yeah.
That's me
so
again. Oh man.
There are some ratlings moving around this room. One of them is actively trying to shake the stone giant awake. And actually, let me roll for that.
Whoa, fuck that guy. Alright. Fireball.
Hold on.
Fireball. No,
Do it! Do it, you coward!
Okay, the stone giant starts to come awake, everybody.
Okay.
Great. How many people are next to the stone giant?
Some
No one
rats.
right now. Some rats.
We might be able to
How many
talk.
people?
Does anybody speak giant?
How close?
let me check.
Okay. How many people are within a 20-foot radius of the stone giant?
Nobody, I don't think.
No, not even the guy waking him up?
Well, there's two ratlings next to him.
Are they awake?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna hit those two and the giant if he's waking up with calm emotions. Please fail.
Oh.
Please fail.
You made me real nervous there for a second. You're like, I'm
I
gonna
thought
hit
you
them
were gonna say
all.
Fireball
No.
too.
Yeah, fireball, blade barrier. You know.
If he's casting a spell, this would break your sanctuary, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So this spell, any creature attacking you. The spell doesn't protect the ward. If a ward creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects
Yeah.
another creature,
Yeah, you're
sure
right.
will.
It would break my sanctuary. Damn.
still gonna do it?
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Okay.
If
Exactly.
if this giant fails, it's a game changer. So yeah, goodbye sanctuary.
And I think you could actually hit this other ratling in front of Akamu too.
Is
Oh,
he
it
is he
goes
also
right
awake?
here. Yeah, he's attacking Akamu, or working on it.
Great. Then yeah.
So it's like that.
Yeah.
Or one over, but yeah.
But yeah, the math still holds.
Okay. I did not mean to make that private. How do I unmake that private? Reveal to everyone. There we go. Alright, so let's start with these ratlings.
I don't have any of my stats. What's my spell save? Is it also 14?
It's 15.
It's 15.
15. Cool.
Alright. Ratling number 1
Nope.
fails. Okay, so he's calm. I'm pretty sure saving of any charmed or frightened when the spell ends. Indifferent about creatures of your choice that is hostile towards. So it becomes indifferent towards you. So Akamu, he like drops his weapon. He not drops it, but like lowers his weapon in front of you. This guy over here. He makes it, so he's still frightened.
Yep.
And then this rattling up here. He fails, so he stops shaking the giant. And the giant.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Oh,
He got
on
a
the
15 on the
dot.
dot.
Silvery bot. No,
Takes it off.
Damn.
You just hear him groan like he's getting out of bed for the first time today. Anything else, Carrie?
God, I don't think I have any helpful bonus actions right now. I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge, I think. There's a guy next to me.
Not anymore.
You would provoke an attack. Actually, no, he's now indifferent towards you, so he probably won't be attacking you.
Great. Then I'm going to move as far from the giant as I can.
You go back towards
Back
the
here.
passageway down south.
Sure. Yeah, I'll get. But that's clustered with everybody else, right?
The doorway's a little jammed,
Yeah.
but you're also in the doorway right now.
I'm a halfling. I can move through. Oh, I mean, I would be able to move through my friends anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move back out to the south.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay.
How's everybody doing health-wise? We're
Oh.
fine, right?
Oh yeah, we're
So
fine.
far, so good.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
Mr. Hop.
Excuse me. Let's see, what can Mr. Hop see? Mr. Hop's gonna step into the room, and he's going to hold an action for if somebody takes a hostile action, he's gonna shoot him.
Okay.
He's trying to put Mr. Hop's trying to play it cool. He's not a diplomat.
Yeah. You can see this guy over here is like trying to furiously shake his friends over here awake.
Sure, but that's not hostile. It's
Okay.
Mr. Hop's trying to be a nice frog.
All right.
If this was King Demon, that guy would be dead already.
All right. Mr. Hop is holding his action. Kamu.
Alright, mute off. Okay. So the one in front of me is scared or neutral to us, right?
It's indifferent. Yeah.
It's different.
Okay, what about this one?
You trying to wake his friends up.
Ah. Okay. And then he's not one I've tried to intimidate yet, correct?
Correct.
Casey, the wording of my spell is if anyone attacks someone, the spell, one of their allies, the spell ends, or no?
Its indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed.
Mm-hmm.
Being harmed. Okay. Listen, guys, do whatever the hell you want. If this all ends, Austin is fine with it. Just so everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, before I do that, does this waking giant actually look hostile?
Make an insight check.
Yeah, I think
That's a
I
good
will.
question.
I am an actor. My name is Akamu. I have a skill. I have...
Disadvantage on that skill.
Oh, good. Do that. I am going to do my best.
Stripe is so fun.
They both sucked. So whatever.
Yeah, 5 and a 6.
Yeah.
Can help you.
Yeah, it's fine. Then I'll do it with my action. I'm not worried about him.
Okay.
I'm basically going to try to intimidate this poor little rat man as I move up to him. To basically, but like maybe with like kind of doing more of a death, like across my throat kind of gesture. Yeah, I would like him to doing what he was doing and be quiet.
You want to use your armor thing to intimidate this guy?
Which
That's
was,
also a bonus action.
yeah. Well, I moved up. I was figuring I'd do my standard action to do the intimidation because I think my odds are better even with disadvantage.
Okay.
And then if I need to, yeah, I can do the other action potentially. So let's see. Let's see if I'm right. Disadvantage plus expertise. How's that turn out?
18.
Hilarious.
Yeah. And this is just like a regular intimidate check.
Yeah, I mean they're all basically regular intimidators, but it's my standard.
Okay. Okay. He stops what he's doing because you look really threatening at him. So yeah, he does He's paying attention to you now.
Yeah,
Okay.
makes
So,
sense.
so he's no longer waking the dead.
Yeah.
I mean, his buddies.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's see, who do we have nearby? I actually think this one might be out of my range for like a bonus action tip. So he's 40 feet away. The giant is 35 feet away, and the other one's like 45. So yeah, I don't think I can actually do my like ranged ability one. I think that's like what was it, 20 feet secret out?
For the armor
Yeah,
one is
What's the I have an armor one. They're all different.
it's just a creature you can see that can
okay.
see you actually.
Sure. Is this one causing trouble, or is this the one that was causing trouble? Well, he might be dead.
This
Yeah.
one's still frightened of you. This one is indifferent.
Okay, let's do this one then, since he doesn't
Yeah.
have the effect on him. And that one has a set DC, I think, for my armor.
Yeah, it is 8 plus your proficiency, which is 3, so 11 plus your charisma, which is 2, so 13. All right. They failed. Okay, so he is also frightened of you. Okay. Anything else?
Yep, that's all three my action economy, so hopefully that's helping the situation. We'll find out.
Okay.
Probably when the giant goes.
This guy is going to continue to move away from the combo. Okay. What?
I think Watts is going to address the now not sleeping, waking giant
Mm-hmm.
and say, apologies for the disturbance. We have no quarrel with you. We are hoping to move through this corridor without bloodshed. Though, if you were sleeping here, you perhaps noticed these rats. We have not harmed them yet, but it is getting harder not to do so.
Make a persuasion check.
Cool. I got disadvantage with that. Alright. Proficient. What just happened? Roll it? There we go. Disadvantage. Ka-chow. Oh, actually, with
That's-
disadvantage. Not
It's
bad.
pretty
bad.
good.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got an 18.
18.
That's not bad.
No.
Okay, we'll find out if he's receptive to that.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm going to use a bonus action to toss the spear behind me.
Okay. There's a spear down there. Actually, I think I can. Hold on. Let's do this.
Since that rattling ran away anyway, I don't see any particular reason to carry around its spear.
There. You got a spear down there. This guy continues to try and fight and worm his way to the door. He's not getting past that stone giant, though. This guy... Where's this guy? He runs to the corner. I see
you.
That guy's not gonna do anything. Okay, it's Stone Giant's turn.
Hey, it's the guy.
Hey, it's the guy.
Who are you? What you do here? That's what he's gonna say.
Okay.
And it's gonna be Benefer's turn.
Carrie is so pleased right now.
And he gets up, by the way. And he like, when he gets up, like, he fills this room.
Yeah.
Oh, God, is he huge.
Yeah.
Poor
That's
guy.
fair.
God only knows how long he's been stuck down here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, unfortunate timing for the more charismatic characters. The Benefer's turn is right after the question has been asked. Benefer will say, we come in peace. In the past, I've traveled with some really, not so friendly party members who would have been trying to kill you. But these people are really not so bad. So really, we're just trying to get past. So,
I think
we
Watson looks
all
back
have a
like,
lot of.
I was here as well.
Peace.
You're a transformer.
Can't eat peace. Can't buy things with peace.
Oh, you want money? Well, I don't mind emptying my wallet. All he wants is money and food.
Me let you live if you give treasure.
Alright, let me see what I have. Because I'm not attached to any of my stuff.
Sure, I'll give you. Oh, it's not my turn. Never mind. Sorry.
Still in combat, so we have to follow the initiative. But where did my thing go?
Is it wrong? The part of me's like, can we, if we're gonna be paying this person, can we like just hire them to be the seventh member of our group? I mean, I'm here for
If you
it.
pay him enough, maybe.
I don't know what that would be, but we got 82 platinum. That's pretty good. That's all I'm saying.
We'll
it.
pay you. It's not going to be a bribe or a reward, though. We're going to pay you a salary.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a.
have to do the fucking work for it.
I mean, would it not be pretty epic? So honestly, what happened is Watts is thinking back to the giant fucking stone thing in the Celestial Tower and being like, why don't we do that? Like, that's an inspired fucking move.
We're gonna send him a W-2 at the end of the year.
That's right. You get an honest living, as much food as you can buy with your salary, which is quite a lot because your salary is probably going to be more than we should pay you.
Send us your receipts at the end of the year for the food.
I'm sorry to tell you, you got to start paying taxes, but that's
No, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. That's TOLUS's problem. That's not our problem.
That's right. That's TOLUS's problem. You are correct.
Okay, I
think anything that's TOLUS's problem is also Watt's problem.
That's true.
Damn it, you're
Good
right.
point.
So Vinifera just reaches in and starts pulling out gold pieces. 1, 2, 3.
So you start pulling out money, and he like looks at this rattling over here, and like trying to get to the door, and he like goes and like yells at it, and it like gets to the corner, and all these other ones like back away from it.
They're awake now.
Yeah, they're all awake, but they all like oh, and they're like oh, they start like going down on their knees and like praising in their weird rattling way.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna stop combat for the moment.
Is this the soundtrack to FTL?
It sounds a little like it.
It might be similar.
I heard another song earlier that I was like, this is definitely from a game I've played.
All right.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I hear the sound of copyright infringement. I have a character for a D&D game now in the future.
Paladin just does DMCA.
Yep.
Takedowns. Oh, villain.
Stone Giant. You have stolen my master's intellectual property.
That's another branch of Steve's last campaign. What are they called?
Yeah, Ministry of Compliance.
The Ministry of Compliance.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh god, just breaking into wizards' towers. Oh man.
You just imagine that shit happening in TOLUS, like the Iron Mage just walking around and we're like, cease and desist letter for you, Iron Mage. You are a direct copyright of Iron Man. Here you go.
You are being subpoenaed.
Just going in. Tasha, you can't just throw your name in front of all these spells. They already exist.
That would be a fun conversation.
Oh, man.
And you're wished out of existence.
I want this game to exist. This sounds great.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway. Oof.
All right, Stone Giant is awake, and he sounds like he is demanding tribute. What do you guys do?
Minifera is currently counting coins and doesn't look like she's gonna stop, so someone should probably
Mr. Hop doesn't speak giant.
make some more reasonable negotiations. Or are they
are
not
we,
speaking common?
It was speaking broken common.
Okay.
are we still in combat?
No.
No.
Okay, I think Carrie's gonna pull out a ridiculous amount of food.
That tracks.
Then also say, here's the thing. This food I'm giving you may feed your stomach, but that'll be empty again before too long. But I can give you something that hopefully will keep you full for much longer. Here is a story about Lady Game and how she...
And the conversion attempts begin.
And it
Listen, we gotta
automatically
try.
fail.
No!
Yeah.
I gave him food too!
Yeah, so how much supply do you spend?
I don't know. Honestly, it's a giant. I'll give him all my food.
Oh wow, that's a lot of
Okay.
food for you.
Yeah.
Already giving him probably a lot of
I
gold
currently have
pieces.
0 supply listed.
Oh, he had supply when we left town.
Oh, yeah,
He
I
eaten
had-
all his supply.
I had bought a bunch of. I spent the gold pieces on food, but I don't think I put it in my inventory.
Okay. Well,
So never mind. I just have a song for you, sir.
It's okay, Carrie, as Watts takes his money and buys food for him. How much supply would you like? Your favorite meal from the wandering or from the ghostly minstrel appears in front of you, or what have you.
Oh, you're asking me or the
Yeah.
giant?
No, I was asking you, but because
Oh, sure. Well, they have a lot of meat pies that are rather delicious. And, they have a stew that's, just incredible. Have you had, their haggis is alright. I'm not a big haggis guy in the first place, but, it's better than most in PTOLUS, if I'm being honest. And, giant, sir, I don't know your name. What's your name?
Did you manage to figure it out, or is it like warped right now?
name Korok.
Oh, do you have a favorite dish?
Flesh and bone.
Oh, I'm not a fan of bone unless you're talking bone broth. Bone broth can be great. And I'm a big fan of certain flesh. Of course, not
You
Not
talk
those-
too much. Where's food?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, well, of course.
Small thing make small snack.
That's true. I probably wouldn't fill much of your gullet then, would I?
I think Watts
Give me
will.
food and leave.
I think Watts will walk up, and is there like a plate or a platter or anything around here that would work for that?
No.
It's okay. Watts will lay a blanket down, a little picnic blanket.
Mm-hmm.
She buys from PTOLUS for, I'm guessing, a silver. I will mark off a silver for a picnic blanket, sure. And then start materializing food that hopefully the giant likes. I am going to start with Carrie's recommendation of meat pies because giant seems like meat pies would be a good dish for him.
Okay.
So
Do you hold out one first, or are you just putting them on the blanket? You're just,
I'm just putting. I'm just layering. The blanket's gonna be like
All right,
half
I need to
covered
know-
in meat pies.
I need to know how much you're spending. How much?
Take whatever it is from my supply. I'll be giving it to Watt.
I'll start with 10 gold because that's a lot of fucking food. But he's a giant, so that might be a lot of food that disappears in an instant. So let me look up the. Hold on, I got my PTOLUS book here. Let me see if it has a menu for the ghostly minstrel in here. But I'll start with 10 gold worth of food, Case.
Okay. He looks at it, smells it, and just eats it in one bite, and is just like, more. That's good. Give me more.
All right, I'll layer another 10 gold worth on the thing. I'm gonna add some mead.
doing that. You stay.
Yeah, I was afraid he was gonna say a thing like that.
Why don't you put the blanket over here?
Over where?
The
Like
rest of you
across the
go.
room so we
This
can get
one,
no,
by.
Because there's like filth here too.
Orc boy, branch lady, small frog man. I'll go. This one's
I thought you
Oh,
wanted
this
treasure.
this costs gold. We won't be able to do this all day.
That's true. We only have so much gold. We're actually going through here because we have some golds of our own. Might you be able to help us find gold? If you could, we'd get you as much food as you want. In fact, you could travel with us all the time, and we could just give you all this magical food all the time.
No, we no travel.
Oh, why not? Have you not seen the world? It's amazing.
Me like this place. Fresh water and these rat things bring me food.
Is the food any good, though? Is it as good as this?
Your food is better.
Right, so you're only going to be able to have that if you come with us.
How about some of this?
No, you stay. No, you go. You
Good
stay.
theory. Good theory.
I have really good food.
Like looks at it, squints at it.
Sates hunger for 24 hours. One berry. Hilariously, it eats all of this stuff. It takes one berry. It's like, I feel good. I'm full.
Try it.
You don't like plant.
Really good if you put it on a meat pie.
Oh, honestly, you should put it inside of a meat pie.
Literally, like flicks it and it like flies across the wall, hits splats.
Well, I have other berries, so I give them to Watts to put in the meat pies.
I'm gonna go over to Watts and say, "Great job, you're doing amazing," and pat him on the back and give him guidance for whatever the next fucking persuasion roll he's gonna have to make is.
All right, Watts, you've got persuasion.
I've got persuasion. I'm going to I'm going to try to convince him to travel with us for a while. See how he likes adventuring.
All right, you can make a persuasion. You
I've already
have
got disadvantage. I mean, really, whatever.
It's gonna be a very, very difficult DC.
All right, I'll use my inspiration on it to make it so that I don't have disadvantage. Just normal.
I already guided, so I can't help, right?
Guidance is an action.
Yeah, guidance is an action.
Yeah.
Oh, but it wouldn't matter. You couldn't then have advantage. It doesn't
24.
stack.
So close.
Oh.
Damn!
He looks almost convinced.
Yeah.
But he said, "No, you small things go small places. I no follow you." But you've given me one more of those meat pies. And by one, he means like
The
another
whole 10 gold worth. Yep, I got you. I'll do it. It was so close. It would have been so good.
We call you good creature that I will call upon again.
You putting
That
a giant
seems
on a
fair,
retainer?
Karak.
Is that what's going on here?
Potentially. I think the giant is putting us on retainer, actually. So at some point in PTOLUS, he's going to show up and be like, hey, feed me. Me hungry. And we're going to be like, okay. Stand here and look intimidating for a minute. You're going to do that automatically, so we good. Here's your meal. I like the fact that we made friends with this giant instead of ending up murdering it.
Alright, Karak, here's the thing. We'll absolutely give you food whenever you want, but you can't just call us small folk. All of us have names, so you've got to learn them.
Okay, what your name?
My name is Kerouac, but you can call me Carrie. Everyone does.
Whack a thing. Got it.
Alright, Wackathin. I like that. That's new. I haven't heard that one.
What your name? Small chef boy.
You may call me Watts, or whatever you feel like.
Feel like?
Sure.
Quick girl. Small frog man. And orc boy. Got you. All names, good.
Honestly, better than I expected.
Yeah, Frog Boy was not bad at all. I'm actually, even though technically we don't need to, I'm gonna spend another 10 of my gold to do the same thing, but with alcohol.
Okay.
Something to wash it down. I hope you have a good rest, and then Watts is gonna start moving toward the door.
Oh, you good. This good. Come back. Bye now.
All right, so according to
And
the
he,
map,
like-
we want to go north.
He like
Yeah.
yells at this like rattling again, like that's over here, like trying to get into his food. He's like, oh, and he like swats it away.
All right, well this is north, so
Mr. Hop is
Yeah.
Turns
gonna
out.
walk over. We still have these rats that are just like,
Yeah, the rats are just hiding, like cowering in the corner.
this is
Oh,
north,
okay.
but north doesn't have anything, so I think we might need to go past the giant.
maybe. I don't know. It's just the map just says go north. So
Benefair, there's like a bunch of
could
it's
also
like
be a
rubble,
secret door.
and you can like it looks like a rat nest. So there's like scraps of cloth, gnawed bones, and stuff like that.
Hmm. That doesn't seem right.
Nope.
All right.
Mr. Hop's gonna approach the rats and say, "Hello, do you speak common?"
They skitter at you.
No, nobody here
speak
speaks
rat.
common.
I speak common.
Thank you, Mr. Giant.
Oh, his name's Korok, actually.
Well, until he calls me by my name, I'll call him Mr. Giant.
Right, that's
Mr.
fair.
Giant, fine.
See, we're already getting along.
Casey, for the last one, considering we want to be going west anyway, can I put the alcohol on this wall in the hopes that he's just gonna like drink it up here?
You want me to talk to the rats?
I don't know if ratlings count as animals or beasts,
Oh.
but maybe they might.
They don't
Does it
count.
count?
Fabulous.
They're
Didn't
not
think
beasts.
Might speak rat, though.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mr. Hop's just gonna pantomime, like, point, stab me, you.
Make a persuasion.
Yeah, I could do that with disadvantage.
Let's see how the communication goes.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
bad actually.
10.
You got
It's
a
not
10.
too bad.
Considering
Not
what you
bad.
were rolling. Not
Who's
great.
gonna go okay and stab you, and then go your turn?
It just kind of looks at you and like doesn't have it. This are you talking about this one over here?
No, it's these
Oh,
guys
one
over
over here?
here.
Oh, gotcha.
It just kind of does this action with its spear, but doesn't like.
I'll just point my gun at him. Just like,
This goes on for a while.
Mr. Hop's just, meh. Okay, well, if we can't go north, which way do we go?
Right.
Korak, would you mind if we moved past you into that hallway there?
This is my resting spot.
Yes, we could potentially just squeeze by here if you'd move your leg.
That make me. You don't make demand of Karok.
No, it was a request.
Tell you what, you kill those hive thingies, and I let you through.
Where are the hive thingies?
That way, he points to the door behind him.
The journal says there's
well,
a giant wasp nest up ahead.
Are the hive thingies are they intelligent? Are they? Oh, alright, Mr. Karak, alright.
I don't know. I can't speak their buzz language. Ratling's caught one and put him in the cell.
Oh, is that right?
I tried one, but it is too crunchy. No meat.
Right, very good. Well, you've been fantastic. Wonderful companion to get to talk to.
So you go kill those things?
Sure. Why do you want us to kill them if you don't want to eat them?
Oh, they
Are they-
sting me.
Oh, right. Alright, sure, that's fine.
Okay. And he like opens the door with one like finger, just.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go into the door. Oh, I don't see anything in here. I just see black. Weird.
Yeah, same.
Is there supposed to be a hallway or something, or is there another door here? Oh, whoa! She's off the map.
Into the gray.
Into the gray.
She's broken the fourth wall.
I can go that way, but
He's gonna move us somewhere else, maybe.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Let there be light, or it's not a light thing?
No, it's a map thing. He's
Cool.
working on it.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Hey, I feel fine.
Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Also, thank you, because that helped me get to Lenny Bruce from earlier when we were watching Mrs. Maisel.
Alright, one moment.
I couldn't remember the name of a character because it was referenced. I was surprised that I had forgotten it. Character is Lenny Bruce, Grace. That does the monologue that I was talking about.
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, a new map. Look at us.
Alright, we should be here. Everyone can see that okay?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Once I zoom
Okay.
in. Yeah. Ah, webs, Casey, no.
It might not be spiders, Steve.
He said buzz. He said buzz.
Let me see
He
where
said
we're at.
hive thing.
Maybe they're spider wasps.
Why you gotta be
Ooh.
like
Ooh.
this? Why are you the
They're
way that you
cool
are?
because they web you and then they sting you. Sometimes they sting you and then they web you.
You guys have seen those spider snakes that they found in Australia, right?
What?
I haven't. Oh wait. Are you talking about the ones that have the tail that's like a spider that they use to catch birds?
No. It's like a snake that has spider legs. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. No, I gotta look that up.
Oh, I'm just freaking Steve out.
Yeah, I figured. There is actually a snake that has a growth on its back. At the end of its tail, it looks like a spider that it uses to latch birds out of the sky.
That's
That's very cool.
cool as hell.
It is cool.
So you
It's
thought you
kinda
made up the
impressive.
spider snake, but there is
It
a spider
exists.
snake.
It's
A
real.
snake spider. Spider
Just
snake. In a different
So you-
form.
Okay. So you guys continue down this hallway for a little bit, and then you start to notice the floors and some of the walls. Instead of being like this downtrodden stone sort of passage, like you come across, well, the stone is like marble tiled at one point, or the
Mhm.
wall is like almost like a fabric,
Mm-hmm.
but still hard as a rock. It's like small
Almost like-
changes.
We've
that
seen
seem-
aliens, Casey.
Yeah.
Just think wasp aliens. Okay, got it. I got you.
And then straight ahead of you, there are shredded, brittle pieces of paper-like strands that hang from the ceiling and the walls in this area here.
Not having it, Case. Just not having it. This is triggering for me as someone who was stabbed by wasps multiple times in
My
the
s-
past 2 years.
My son is in the background playing the John Cena theme on his recorder.
Oh, I can hear it. That's priceless. And then out of the wasp nest,
John
Cena.
Right, I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much, everyone, for following my lead there. I'm sure that Gaon's blessing will help all of you, and I'm going to upcast aid so I can hit all 4 of them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Let's see.
Or
Aid.
upcasting aid. Does upcasting aid increase the number of targets? I thought it increased the amount of HP.
Oh, it
Cast
does.
this level, 3rd level higher. a target's hit point increases by 5 for each slot above second level,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's up to 3 creatures still.
Then I will not do that. I will do it at the same level, but I will give it to.
Why that didn't?
Oh
Hey.
no! Feels awful.
What
Uh, I'm gonna give it to the 3 that I've been adventuring with. Sorry, Mr. Hop. One day you'll feel her blessing.
That's okay.
Watsakamu and Vinifera get 5 HP, 5
Yeah.
temp HP? No, wait, 5 actual.
It's not temp, it's
That's
to your
right.
max, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let me put that.
Listen, you gotta protect the weaker members first. I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
Got it.
As he says, as Vinifera hurricane kicks him into
Oh, it's
oblivion.
damage, but everybody that is selected, you get to increase your hit points by 5.
Cool.
Let me know if you need help with that.
Got it.
So
Just put max HP modifier 5, current HP 5 higher.
Okay. That makes sense.
there's an actual box in the character sheet called bonus hit points, and I think you can just use that.
Oh, that's cool. Bonus hit points. Where is that?
How come that didn't work?
Oh, I see where it is. It's if you have it. If your character sheet is locked, you can see that. Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, looks like that does the same thing as
Why would
editing.
that not work? Oh.
And then when you take damage, you could take the bonus hit points first. Okay. So what are you guys doing?
All right, who's taking point? It's not me.
Yeah, that's what I would have guessed. All right, I'll stay kind
I
of
got
close
this.
behind.
Going first.
I'll stay close behind Akamu.
Okay. Straight ahead is another set of doors.
It is dark as hell in
And
here.
as you get closer,
It
you can
is.
see like small wasps just kind of like scurrying about, crawling over a couple of the different paper-like strands.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
I mentioned occasionally Mr. Hop like lashes out with his tongue and eats a wasp.
They stir a little bit if you do that.
I got poison skin. I ain't afraid of no fucking wasps. These are a delicacy in swamp culture, all right?
All right, Akamu opens the door, and it's a T intersection that you step through north and south, and the hallway is covered with these paper-like webbings.
Okay.
Even the floor is covered with them, so that every step you take makes a loud crunching sound. There's a
So,
vague
not stealthing here.
honeycomb-like shapes are still visible in the debris. To the west is an open archway, and to the east is a broken bronze door frame hanging open. So this is west. This
Right.
is east.
Yeah. Well, the door sounds more interesting, so I'll probably head that way.
Oh, so we are going north.
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently.
The other thing to note over here on the floor is the stone is covered. It is like this roiling blood that's just kind of slowly shifting about
On the floor?
on the floor.
Okay. That's unpleasant.
Okay, well,
And again, you can kind of
I will point that out.
There's still like small but fairly large wasps just kind of crawling all over the place.
Okay.
Every step, it almost seems to stir them just a little bit more.
Well, Akamu, which direction should we go?
I say we go towards the door. So, to my left. Besides, I have no interest in stepping in whatever that mess is.
Well, we see. Yeah, you take point.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Oh boy. Oh boy.
And Akama, you get to the
I see
the
stuff
doorway here. And let me. Among the paper-like strands covering this whole room are 6 human-sized figures clad in plate armor that rest in tilted stone sarcophagi,
here.
each resting on a stone plinth. The armor, the stone coffins, and the walls are decorated with a distinctive winged insect motif. And as you step through, this one, closest to the door here, kind of sits up and kind of looks at you.
Our journal about this place. Hold on.
All right. Well, not a greeting because it's a
Is
set.
there
There we go.
is there any light in here?
Occasionally there's a little bit of candlelight,
Okay.
in this room at least. And so it sits up and you nod and it says, "Greetings. Who are you that come into these halls?"
I am Akamu, of House Bloth, slayer of half-gods, champion of the weak, and point guard before this team we were supposed to name. The Revengers.
So I just have to say, when you said champion of the week instead of WEA,
Champion of the week.
Champion of the
like
week.
Employee of the week.
Yeah. Akamu is this week's champion of the week. Next week it's Kerouac.
Oh god, this sounds like Raid Shadow Legends all of a sudden.
I do carry my portrait around just for this reason.
It is I. That's so funny.
These are the people who are guarding the queen and her gifts. Treasure? Question mark. She says they worship the power of the pit, but they seem to have a code of honor. But they serve chaos? Question mark is what we've got in Fulton's journal here.
Mysterious
Okay.
and scary prophecy. Left them and their queen to rest. So Fulton did not mess with these guys.
Yeah, pretty much like.
What brings you here, Akamu, champion of the week?
Actually, that's a good question. Why did we actually eventually come this way? Was for I don't remember.
We came here because somewhere in the I don't know if it's here, but somewhere in this vicinity is is it the Illator we're working on right now, Casey? Right? We're gonna worry about I thought so. So the Illator, which is a thing that's gonna allow us to access the jewels of Parnath, which we need to get King Demon's soul back.
We're also looking for the 2 kids, Fulton's kids.
Yes, we are also looking for Fulton's 2 kids.
Ah, that's a lot. So let's Akamu can sum this up.
We'll sum it up. Yeah.
I am here for 3 reasons. First, we seek the soul of a comrade. Second, there are children lost, and we must seek them, for we fear they have been eaten. And third, we have met the thing that may have eaten them, and it asked us to come this way.
Well, the first and the third I do not know, but the second I might be of help.
Oh, the children?
These children that you speak of, were they clad in armor and weapons, perhaps?
Like, slyly, like, glance back at someone more knowledgeable?
It was a man and a woman? Human?
Yes.
Could be.
Could be them. One of them was given over to the prisoners. The others were taken to the cultists.
I'm sorry, the prisoners and the cultists?
Yes.
Would you care to elaborate on that a little bit? We're not from around here.
The cultists, they call themselves the Ebon Hand.
Well, that sounds bad.
Wait a second. We've heard that name before, haven't we?
It sounds familiar.
I think those are the ghoul people.
They
No,
are.
not this shit again.
They have claimed the new leaf form. They have claimed the pit of chaos as their sanctuary nearby. This irks our queen, but she is biding her time.
Well, how do you feel about it?
They do not. I do not mind them.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I also missed. What's your name?
My name? He stops. I have forgotten my name.
Oh, that's so sad. Do you want a new one?
You may call me something.
All right, something. It's nice to meet you. My name's Kerouac. This is Akamu. This is what? This is not King Demon. This is Mr. Hop, and this is Vinifera, not Vitalia. Wow, that was way harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Good job, Carrie.
Inspiration. We're getting
Yeah,
names.
remembering characters' names.
Do you wish to speak to the queen?
I don't know if that's necessary, but
I'm sure she's busy with queenly things.
does she know anything about the what's the thing?
The Illator?
That's the one.
I do not know. You could ask her.
That would be lovely.
Great. Why don't you wait here?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Yeah, don't feel great.
And
Me
she
too.
kind of like taps on this one as they walk by, and they also sit up, just to kind of see what's going on.
Keep an
Do you
eye
know
on.
how they're queen bees?
Guys,
Never
we're gonna.
mind.
Look, the
Don't
name
Okay.
says
overthink it.
Wyvern Knight. It doesn't say Scary Bee Knight. So we're probably fine. It's probably fine.
Well, let's see if we can get this queen to join our party too, huh?
I mean, eventually we're gonna get someone to join our party.
They did the monster mash.
So
We're gonna run out of money if we keep going at all of our problems hard and they're like, we're friends, take our food, take our money.
Well, listen, somebody gave us disadvantage on all our social skills, so I don't know what you want.
Yeah, when you can't do it the standard way, you do it the other standard way. Pay it
Listen,
off.
I think it's crazy that everyone went, maybe Carrie's right. Let's try the diplomacy route when we can't make a fucking persuasion check to save our lives.
Sorry, then you just make intimidation checks, so I haven't failed 0 yet.
That's fair. That's really fair.
But to be fair, you're kind of an outlier when it comes to rolls, Kev. With a Kamu, you're just like, I can't stop, won't stop.
Sir, that is not true at all. Only Kate's rolling. When I
are
roll,
you
I
guys doing anything while you wait?
You know, my curiosity being what it is, I would normally say yes, but I don't want to do anything that's going to piss off whatever this queen is. So probably not.
Okay.
I might put detect magic up just to call that, forewarned is forearmed, as they say.
Oh, she may have a lot more than 4 arms.
When you put detect magic up, I don't know what you can see.
Oh, I'll be closer up. Sorry. There you go.
Like these coffins are all magic, and the knights themselves are as well.
That tracks. Okay, good to know.
Eventually, probably about 20 minutes goes by, and the first knight comes back. The queen has agreed to meet you. She has granted you an audience. Come this way.
We come that way, I guess.
That's exciting. I'll walk.
It's not every day a queen grants you an audience.
It's not even you get eaten by a queen either.
Okay, well, I don't see the queen here, but I don't think I want to anyway, so that's probably for the best.
Yeah, this room again, there's just hanging everywhere.
It's very
These
creepy.
strands are just everywhere.
Oh, there's another room. I see. We
And
go
some of
through
them
this
are
room.
much larger than the ones previous.
Yeah, that tracks. I'm not happy about it, but it tracks.
And as soon as Akama, are you going to?
Yeah, I'm leading. I just not next to the computer.
Goblin mode activate. Oh, I don't like this. Nope, don't like that. Mr. Hop just looks up at what? Why don't you ask Her Majesty? Oh no. No, we mind. We mind a lot, actually. Nice. We've all seen Aliens. We know how this goes. How tall are the ceilings? Oh. Mr. Hop's like, okay, like fucking, he doesn't like this giant wasp lady at all. So, absolutely, you got to shoot the queen first. Everybody knows that. Oops. For min damage, that's just awkward. If they're stunned or grappled, yeah, and they fall. But she might be holding. She's not flying though. She's holding onto the nest, right? You gotta tell us, man. Damn, look at that initiative. Casey? Taking a break. Okay. That's a great idea. Nice. All right, break time. Be right back. Yeah, we won. It's no big deal. In a manner of speaking. Casey? Yes. Or the opposite of that. Glad I spent exertion points. All right, go ahead. Do whatever you're going to do. The queen. Or not, he doesn't have to. Yeah. Whew! He does get advantage. Woo! Something's happening. Oh, guy showed up. He hasn't gone yet. Oh, you're good. Oh, Mr. Hop does not like this. Mr. Hop is going to shoot the queen. There we go. I get advantage, so I'm just going to roll to see if I crit. But 14 damage. Let's just roll it. All right. So 14 damage. All right. And then second attack. Oh my god, are you kidding me? No, it's attack. Your next attack. And then I will use my bonus action to flurry. Oh my god. So I hit for 6 damage. There we go. Offset. Whoops. For minimum damage. Cool. A minimum crit, so 12. Wow. Mission failed successfully. My god. Alright, that's me. No. She can't command him again. That's the good news. Mm-hmm. Oh. Excuse me. Can you parry with your double axe? Oof. But if you don't, Guyan is going to be very disappointed in you. And Guyan is very disappointed. I'm just trying to help. All right. Burn this game down. King Demon's going to come back and be like, why is everybody dead? Carrie killed them. Really? Well, good for him. Finally, he listened to reason. Yep. Paper wasp nests. We don't, but these are very advanced wasps. You know, they might be using something else, some new material. Probably. It's nuclear fire. It's a bad time. It's a bad time. Oh my god! These damage rolls tonight. Oh. Alright, good game, everybody. Holy shit. They're so close. Well said. So normally that's 15, but it's currently 10 because he's strifed. Oh, okay. It's a 10. All right. Ah. Sam, please stop with the recorder. Oh, bad attack. Commit to the bit. Yeah. Jesus Christ, guys, we got to do something. I don't see it either. Oh, there he goes. The druid version, you don't get a saving throw case, you just take automatic damage. Yeah. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Yeah. It is. Don't much care for that guy. Ten eights. I'll be right back. Gotta do a dead thing. Basic. I can make an attack roll as well. It's aggressive. Jesus Christ. All right. I didn't even get a chance to move before the fire started. Jesus. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to shoot the Ghost Queen. I hope I just do some freaking damage. Jesus Christ. There's a 19 hit for 12. And then another 15 points of damage. I realized I was rolling the wrong thing. That's okay for the other attacks. Doesn't matter. And then my bonus action, unfortunately, is going to be to disengage. Oh, I can't. I can't disengage. Wonderful. So, that's a good point. I'll just roll a d20. Nope. Alright, so can't disengage, but can still move, which I think is probably going to be the action, but since I can't do that, I might as well flurry against the Ghost Queen. Because an 18's a miss? Damn. That's not a miss. Another 16 points of damage, please. And Mr. Hop will... Oh, Jesus Christ, there's fire fucking everywhere. He can't go anywhere, guys. Cool. There's going to be fire there in one turn, and there's another fire right next to him. Are these people taking... Which way is the fire facing? Alright, there's a wall between me and the Wyvern Knight, though, right? No, I know, but I can go this this way, though. I already took fire damage. What the fuck do I care? It's homeboy down here gets an attack on me. That will miss. Nope, that is a move, an action, and a bonus action. I moved 40 feet. What is actually? Ooh. Yeah. Nope. Lost Grace. Well, it's also 8:30, so. He's not. Of course it is, obviously. Oof. These damage rolls, guys. My god. What is happening tonight? Hey, you would have had 3 more dice to roll. Enemy creatures. Oh my. Well, we're rolling the fire technically. There you go. Finally. Finally some good fucking damage. Woo! In regular 5e, it's an optional rule. And that's a wall of fire you're gonna walk through. This white line here. Every wall of fire is a bad wall of fire, but that one is especially bad. Yeah. Whap. No, I'm not bored. Oh, goodness. Thank you for running the game, Case. We haven't finished the fight. All right. Good night, everybody.